All right, everyone. Welcome back to another deep dive.
Buckle up because this one is...
This one is juicy.
Yeah.
This one's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Today we're talking about a story from Reddit's Am I the Asshole forum.
It's a classic tale.
Yeah, it's a classic Reddit AITA.
Yeah.
And I think we've all been there.
Well, not exactly there, but close. Close enough.
Close enough to relate to it.
Yeah.
But in this particular case, this is about a guy whose brother really messed up his wedding.
Oh, yeah, big time.
So we're going to go through what happened and talk about the fallout of his actions and some of the bigger themes that this brings to mind.
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay, so to set the stage, this guy's getting married. Sounds like a pretty happy day, right?
The happiest day of your life, supposedly.
Yes. Everyone tells you that.
Yeah.
Your mom tells you that.
But
supposedly.
this guy's brother decides that this is the perfect time to propose to his own girlfriend.
Oh, that's classic.
At his brother's wedding.
Oh, no.
What?
Do you think
That is
what was going on in this brother's mind?
That's a big no-no.
Like, was this just a really clueless move or something deeper?
I think it depends a lot on the lead up to this.
Yeah.
Like, did the brother ask permission?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that part. He actually asked his brother not to do it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the brother knew it was a bad idea.
Oh, that's even worse.
Bro was like, hey, man, please don't. And he's like, oh, no, don't worry about it. I got you.
So it's definitely not clueless.
Yeah.
Like, really, what could his motivation have been at that point?
Yeah, it's got to be some kind of attention-seeking thing, right?
Or some kind of, like, I don't know,
Jealousy,
or, like, one-upmanship,
Yeah.
like almost like a...
sibling rivalry taken to a whole other level.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, this is juicy.
All right, so the brother's being a jerk. The wedding's about to happen. And what does mom do?
Well, I'm afraid to ask.
She sides with the brother.
Oh, no.
And even threatens to leave if the OP kicks his brother out.
Oh, Mom, what are you doing?
It's like, come on, Mom. Like, you are so enabling his bad behavior.
Totally enabling.
And it makes you wonder, is this like a pattern in the family?
Maybe Mom always favored this brother.
Like, is there some favoritism going on?
Yeah, definitely makes you wonder.
So anyway, the brother proposes. The OP's obviously very upset, but time passes, they both move on, and then flash forward years later, it's the brother's wedding day. Okay, so now it's payback time, right?
I would think so.
Now, you would think he would maybe try to take the high road.
Be the bigger person?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, during his toast, he drops the bomb that he and his wife are expecting their first child.
Ooh, what a power move.
What do you think?
You know, it's like he's mirroring his brother's attention-grabbing behavior.
Yeah.
But it's in a way that's like, you know, it's kind of socially acceptable.
Yeah, like, who's going to begrudge a happy couple?
Nobody's going to say, hey, don't announce your pregnancy at a wedding.
Yeah, like, it's kind of a jerk move, but also, like, who's going to call him out on it?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, right. So we read the comments on this Reddit post, and the reactions are so divided.
You know, that's what I love about Reddit. You get all the opinions.
Some are like, oh, he's a genius. That was perfect payback.
Petty revenge at its finest.
Yeah, but then others are like, no, they're both jerks. Both these brothers are just awful.
I kind of agree with that one.
Yeah, me too.
They're both kind of immature.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of?
Right.
This whole debate about public proposals.
Oh, yeah.
Some people think they're romantic, but others,
I hate them.
they think it's like a pressure tactic.
Yeah, you can't say no.
Or like attention-seeking.
You know, there's that TikTok trend where they do the fake proposal.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, and the person, like, freaks out.
And everyone's like, oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, it's so messed up.
Yeah, and the person being proposed to is like, I hate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, like, are these guys in our story like those TikTok couples?
They kind of are.
Like, are they just performing for an audience?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It's interesting, though,
Yeah.
how the reactions to the two brothers are so different.
Yeah.
Like, the proposal was widely condemned.
Yeah, almost universally.
But the pregnancy announcement was like, oh, 50-50.
Yeah.
Like, there's a double standard there.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like society's saying, oh, it's okay for the brother to be a romantic fool, but it's not okay for the OP to be like openly angry or resentful.
Right, like he's supposed to just suck it up.
And you know what else I noticed?
What's that?
The grandma in this story.
Oh, yeah, grandma.
She's like the unsung hero.
She's amazing.
When the OP's mom starts freaking out about the pregnancy announcement,
Yeah.
grandma just tells her to sit down and shut up.
Yeah, grandma's over it.
I love it.
I mean, he's like, I'm team baby. I don't care about your wedding drama.
Grandma's seen it all.
Yeah.
She's done.
Yeah.
But you know what? this story has a twist.
Oh, no. What is it?
You know how the OP announced his wife is pregnant?
Yeah.
Well, she's not. Wait, he made it up.
He lied.
Yeah.
During his toast at his brother's wedding, he just made up a whole pregnancy.
I mean, wow, that changes everything.
Yeah.
Like, what was this guy thinking?
Was this like revenge level 1000?
Seriously.
Or was he just like making a spur-of-the-moment decision?
I mean, it makes you think about, like, the truth and lies on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, do people just make stuff up for attention?
Especially when you're anonymous, like on Reddit.
Yeah, you don't have to be accountable.
Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about in the next part of this deep dive.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We'll get into the psychology of online behavior and this whole idea of like creating a narrative.
Yeah, and like blurring the lines between fact and fiction.
And what could happen when you do that.
I think it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, me too.
So make sure you stick around for the next part of our deep dive
Yeah, we'll be right back.
right after this.
All right.
So you know what really gets me about this whole thing?
What's that?
Like the OP's actions, they're presented as this like grand act of revenge, right?
Right.
But really,
Right.
it could have just caused a lot of hurt.
Yeah, right.
Like imagine being the brother's wife.
oh, yeah.
You're finally having your special day,
Heck.
and then boom,
Yeah.
your new in-law's like, oh, by the way, we're having a baby.
Talk about a mood killer.
Totally.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
You didn't even think about like the collateral damage.
Right.
Like his brother's wife,
Yeah.
the parents,
Yeah.
everyone there.
The guests.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
And what about his wife?
Oh, yeah.
Like she went along with this?
With the lie.
Yeah.
With the fake pregnancy.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah, what does that say about their relationship?
Is it like solidarity?
Yeah.
Or is there like,
Something deeper.
yeah, like resentment towards the brother?
Yeah, maybe they're both harboring this anger.
Towards the family.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, makes you think.
Definitely.
And his whole story really shows you the double standard.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with family stuff.
Yeah.
Like the brother's proposal.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh, that's terrible. He's so rude.
Yeah.
But then the OP's fake pregnancy,
Yeah.
it was way more calculated
Maybe more.
and like more potentially hurtful.
Yeah, it's like a mind game.
Yeah.
But the reactions were so mixed.
Yeah, like some people thought it was genius.
And some people were like, not so much.
Yeah.
It's like society gives men a pass for being impulsive. Like,
Yeah.
oh, boys will be boys.
Right. Like, it's just a silly prank, bro.
Yeah.
But when a man is like openly angry or resentful.
He's like threatening, like he can't control himself.
Yeah.
It's like taboo.
You're right.
So the brother gets a slap on the wrist
Yeah.
for being a romantic fool.
Right.
But the OP is judged more harshly for his like calculated revenge.
Yeah, it's not really fair, is it?
Not really.
Like, it's almost like there are different rules for different people in this family.
Yeah, and in the end, nobody really wins. This whole thing just shows how messy family dynamics can be.
Yeah. So what can we learn from all this?
Well, it's easy to get caught up in the drama, right?
Yeah, who's right, who's wrong?
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But what's the takeaway for our listeners? Like,
What?
can they apply to their own lives? I think one of the big lessons here is like,
Yeah.
don't let resentment fester.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the OP held on to this anger for years.
Yeah.
And it made him make a choice that
Right.
even though it felt good in the moment,
Yeah.
it probably caused more harm than good.
Yeah, for sure.
So instead of plotting revenge,
Yeah.
what's a healthier way to deal with these feelings?
Yeah, like how do you move on?
Well, communication is key.
Oh.
Even when it's hard.
Yeah.
Instead of letting it build up,
Yeah,
address the issue directly.
right.
Express your feelings calmly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what if you're dealing with someone who's just not receptive to that?
Right.
Like someone who's always playing the victim
Yeah.
or denying any wrongdoing.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah. What do you do then?
Well, that's where boundaries come in.
Okay.
You can't control other people,
Right.
but you can control how you react.
Okay.
So you can distance yourself,
Right.
limit your exposure to their negativity,
Okay.
and most importantly, focus on your own happiness.
Yeah. Prioritize yourself.
Exactly.
That's easier said than done, though,
I know.
especially with family.
It's tough.
Like you feel obligated.
There's that loyalty.
Yeah.
But sometimes self-preservation comes first.
Right.
You gotta prioritize your own mental health.
Right.
Even if it means creating some distance.
Okay, so if you're in a situation like the OP,
Yeah.
feeling wronged,
Uh-huh.
and you're thinking about revenge,
Yeah.
maybe take a step back.
Breathe.
Yeah, and think about the long-term consequences.
Exactly.
Because revenge might feel good in the moment,
Right.
but it rarely leads to like real healing.
Or peace of mind.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So when we come back, we'll dive into the psychology of online behavior.
Oh, yeah.
And why people might exaggerate or even make up stories online.
That'll be interesting. You know, it's easy to get caught up in this Reddit story, but we have to remember we're only getting one side here.
Yeah, just the OP's version.
Yeah, we don't know what the brother's thinking or what really happened between them.
It's like we're missing pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah, we're making judgments based on limited information.
And it makes you think, like, is it ethical to share all this family stuff online?
Yeah, good point. These forums can be helpful, but there's also the risk of being judged or misunderstood.
And the internet never forgets.
Yeah, once it's out there, it's out there.
It could affect relationships or even someone's reputation.
So it's important to be mindful and use these platforms responsibly.
And remember, there's a real person on the other side of the screen.
Yeah, it's easy to forget that when you're typing a comment.
Maybe instead of posting online, try talking to someone you trust.
Yeah, or even try talking to the person directly.
Sometimes that's the best way to resolve things.
But sometimes it's better to just let things go.
Yeah, focus on your own happiness.
Don't let the past control your present.
Exactly.
So I think that's a good takeaway from this whole deep dive.
Family stuff is complicated.
Yeah, and sometimes the best revenge is just moving on.
And living a good life.
Yeah, well said. So that wraps up another deep dive into the world of Reddit drama.
It was a wild one.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. And be sure to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the interesting and sometimes crazy world around us.
We'll see you next time.